Okay, this is my first attempt at creating a video of me painting, or really of doing anything aside from 6th and 7th grade when I was in the TV production class in Baker High School. So that's been a while. Excuse me. I have just my camera, which is the Canon 5D Mark IV, and I'm using my Sigma 35mm art lens. Excuse me, I do not have COVID-19. I have allergies. So I'm using my typical photography setup to film this, and we're just gonna hope that it goes great. I haven't stolen any of my husband's microphones or anything, so we're just using on-camera audio. This is a set of donkeys that I have been trying to paint. I found the image, and I have talked to the owner of this image. Hopefully you can see it. If not, I'll try to share it. I talked to the woman who took this photo, asked her if it was okay for me to paint it. I'm actually sending her a digital copy of it for her baby's nursery. So if you do find a picture online, make sure you ask permission to paint it, because you could find yourself in trouble. It's not likely to happen, but it does happen. Just not worth it. So last night I did the first coat, and you can see just looking at this, there are a few things that I have messed up on that I'm gonna have to try to fix. First being this leg. I was trying to show that this leg was bent, and I have failed to do that adequately. So this leg just looks really short compared to this one. This one was supposed to be bent and slightly behind, and this one was supposed to be elongated in front. So I might just put a rock or something here to hide that mess up. And then this donkey, she has a lot of white, and I've used some buff titanium, but I think I went too yellow with that, so I've got to try to fix a few of my mistakes. And what I'm going to try to do is just do the audio in the beginning, and then I'm going to paint, and I will try to speed it up so you have a speed painting rather than me feeling pressure like I have to tell you every single brush stroke that I do. So here's my plan with this. Right now I have all kinds of paints sitting out around me. Here's an example. These are pans I have made myself. I use Daniel Smith extra fine watercolors. So each individual watercolor in that it ranges from anywhere from like $10 to $30 or more. They're kind of expensive, but you don't have to use those, because I also have things like this palette. This is the Prisma Marketing watercolor confections, and this is the Pastel Dreams set. I have 4 different Prisma watercolor sets sitting beside me. These are 12 colors, and they run $18 to $20 on Amazon. So if you are trying to get started and you want some colors and you can't spend that much on them, try these. They are really fun too, and the colors, they're beautiful in my opinion. They're cheap watercolor, yes, but you don't have to go have a palette. This is 48 colors of the Daniel Smith watercolor, and then I also have these sitting here as well. So you don't have to have the fanciest of the fancy. Get yourself some cheap Prismacolor, well, Prismacolor is good, but these are Prima Marketing. Prismacolor watercolored pencils, you could get some of those. You could get the Winsor & Newton Cotman colors, they're decent. So I wouldn't go the cheapest you can get, but I also don't think you have to feel pressured to buy $30 tubes of paint unless this is something you do all the time, like me. So that is what I have set up. I have water in an old yogurt jar. I have a variety of pencils here. I have my phone so I can look at my, I'm blanking out here. So I can look at my screenshot that I took. And from here, my goal is to try to fix the ears that I did and try to get the base colors blended. That is what I'm working on right now. I'm not working on any sort of texture or showing fur. I'm just trying to get tones and textures. Well, I'm trying to get tones right and then textures later. So that is what I'm trying to do. I am hopefully going to cut off audio now, and you can watch a speed painting. I'm also going to come back in right now to tell you guys that I have no art education. I took a couple of watercolor classes in Mobile from Alabama Art Supply back in 2015 when I first tried watercolor again. And it wasn't a real class like what I thought it was going to be. Like, there was no formal instruction. It was just a bunch of random people, which all of them were retired and old except for me. I was 21 in this class with a bunch of 70-something-year-olds, which was fine. They were great, but it was a bit weird. And the instructor didn't teach you, like, you didn't come in and everybody learn a particular thing to help you with your own paintings. It was a sort of situation where you come in with your own paintings and your own ideas, and you just let the teacher know if you're stuck on something, which I didn't find that helpful because I could do that at home for free with YouTube. I was hoping this guy was going to teach us more about how to make the watercolors move and work on the paper and different techniques we could use. So I am completely self-taught. Because of that, I didn't keep going to the class. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the fact that I got to go hang out and paint with people, but I felt like it was a waste of money because I wasn't really learning anything. So I am not an expert by any means. Please don't think that I am. Now I can hear my son in the background making very loud noises. He's supposed to be napping. I finally decided to lay down and back lay. No, good. So he's taking a nap today. There's Cricket. But not Courtney. She's a pain in the butt lately. She just barks at anything. Doesn't have to do this anymore. Cricket, stop. She listens so loud. My house was seriously injured and house with everything shut down before we left the house. James has been practicing weekly 30 runs. Poor thing, I know. By now, it is difficult on her whole life. It's thrown around. Everything changes. So we're expecting out of here. Everyone see. And if you can see right now, I'm actually reaching over here to my right. I'm left handed painter. And I'm using right now these cheap Prima marketing watercolor brushes. That's a mouthful. That's what I'm using right now. I'm using it because it's excellent. And honestly, you should tell something. If you decide you're going to go cheaper out on anything, let it be your paint and not your paper. Good paint is wonderful. You get such a better wash with it. But paper is the foundation of everything, especially paper. Hey, I'm making a video of the love is about James being loud. No, it's not sleep. I'm trying to do this. I'll stop sorry. I'm hoping also soon. I tried filming this, but it was too small for all of my paints. What do you think about donkeys? Donkeys, not donkeys. Not big enough. No, she's working. And gas. Oh, you know what? Lucky. There actually is a rock in front of the hoof in this picture. So I just drew it stupidly. That's really convenient. Both. When I started my video, I was talking about things I had messed up and needed to fix, and it was this donkey leg I had drawn way too short. And I was talking about drawing a rock in front of it, painting a rock in front of it to hide that error. But luckily there actually is a rock in front of it. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Really?
I guess I wanted to put another coat on because I had to scratch a piece of hair off of it.
Thank you. It's so pretty. I don't have COVID-19. I have allergies. Leave me alone. So I'm interrupting this video to show you this gift that was just given to me. Robbie made me a pencil box out of mahogany, right, Rob? And this is for my Prismacolor watercolor pencils. That's what I'm going to put in here. I knew he was going to make me a box, but I didn't know it was going to be this pretty or that it would be done today. Thank you. Look at that ribbon curl. You see that? This is beautiful, Rob.
I really thought I needed to put one more coat on it just to fill in that.
No. I think it's perfect. I like it. My pencils are going to cover that spot anyway, if that's what you're worried about. It's water in the pot to me. Okay, here's a good example to show you why the word like drawing goes. So I was doing very fine lines with very, very tip. You can see it's very small, but it's never feels a little bit round brush. And if you hold the brush and tip right into quick lines, you get nice fur. However, if you do this on top of paint that's still wet, you're going to get a lot of bleeding, and it's not going to be the picture you want. So I need to be away from the wet parts, so I'm going to try.